Good morning from Western Australia. I've just watched the biggest load of dribble ever to come out of the mouth of a human being. And this human being purports to be the Prime Minister of our country. He talks all about the ministers and their portfolios and how much money they're going to give to councils. Hang on, are you thick, Morrison, or just want to tell more lies? Wasn't it your ministers saying that local government is a state level? Well, if it is a state issue at a state level and the people said no, why have we still got it? And why are you going to pour millions into there for infrastructure which belongs to them, according to you, according to the unlawful laws that you set up? You set them up, your political parties. Stop lying, ScoMo. You're giving nothing to the people affected by the bushfires. You're giving it to the councils for their infrastructure, according to what you're saying. What is actually going to the people? Do you have the money? You've got access to all the money you need to rebuild every single house, pay for every funeral, and compensate the people that are out of pocket. Restore the farms. You can do that easily. I've already told you how. But you know. Why aren't you doing it? Why haven't you ordered the opening of the dams to let the water down the Murray-Darling Basin? Why haven't you done that? Why are you lying to the people saying you're serving them? You're not. You're serving the communist Chinese-owned farms to take the water away from the people. Why did you give water rights to the politicians? Don't say you didn't, because you did. How come they're selling them and they're only selling them to the Chinese? And how come if Australians want to buy farms that come up for sale, you're blocking the sale and giving it to the Chinese? Why are you doing it, Scott Morrison? Is it true that you're nothing but a lying, filthy traitor? I think you are. I think you're following the religion of your political party, not the religion that you are trying to tell people you follow. You claim to be a born-again Christian, more like you're a born-again Freemason. You can be a Freemason. 116 of the Constitution allows you to be. Come clean and tell the people so they're not following you thinking that you're a born-again Christian when you're not. You're a born-again Freemason. That's all you are. You can create every cent of money that you need, every cent of money that you need to rebuild all those houses. Every cent. You can do it. You can create it the same way as they created the money to build the Trans-Australia Railway. You can replace everything that's been damaged, everything that's been burnt. You can help the wildlife. Don't think you need to pour millions into helping the wildlife while there's human beings haven't got anything. What sort of a sicko would do that? You can create the money. Put it through our bank. Oh, look at that. You idiots sold it off. We'll create another one that belongs to us, the people, according to our Constitution. Do that, ScoMo. You want to be honest to the people? Try being honest. Create the money needed. Build all the houses again. Put in the railway, infrastructure. You put it in. It is a federal government issue. You are supposed to give money to the states for the infrastructure, not bleed them through rates which you have approved. Don't say you didn't, because you did. Rates that should be paid, all the infrastructure for councils that are supposed to be not local government, municipal authorities. The only authorised institute in our Constitution. They are government departments, not companies that you've given control over our land. You can step in if you were the Governor General, but you're not. And we don't even have one of those. We just have two idiots pretending. And that's all you're doing, pretending. Pretending to be the Governor General, pretending to be the Prime Minister. You're not. You're employees of the Australian government, a registered company in America. That's all you are. Lying, deceiving and misleading the people. You see, when you look at the Trans-Australia Railway, they created £1 million. They built the railway, it was worth £2 million. So you have then an asset which covers not only what you created, but another £1 million. If it's not an asset, how come some American company jumped at the opportunity to rent it, to make a fortune out of it? What happened to the money for the rent? Oh, the same place as the idiot that comes from Geraldton that arranged the lease on the Merredin Airport for $1 for 40 years. That's the kind of things stupid, dumb idiots that work for political parties do. And this one is a dumber than dumb that did that. $1? What happened to putting it up for tender so Australians could rent it? Oh no, the Chinese had to for $1. That's how the gas is going. They're paying nothing for 40 years. What are you doing about that, ScoMo? That would put all these houses on if you took the money owing for the gas. Don't worry about the tax. What about the money owing for the gas? That does not belong to you. It belongs to us, the people. And I reiterate what I said earlier. Why are Chinese people paying 10 to 15 cents a litre at the pump for our gas when we've got to pay over $1? $1.09.9. I had a look at it yesterday. Why is that, ScoMo? Because of you lying, thieving politicians. Go ahead, set up a bank. It will take you 5 minutes. Get your idiot politicians to set up a bank, create the money needed, give it to all the people who have lost houses to rebuild their houses, their lives and their properties. Stop being a lying thief employee of a company called a political party. Stop, all of you political parties. Oh, we would do this, we would do that. You did nothing. You political parties created the situation. Don't clean the forest. Don't clean up underneath it. Don't do fire breaks. Let all the vegetation grow right to the edge of the road. And then what? Do nothing. Don't tell me you poured millions. The voluntary fire brigade. These are volunteers were fighting a fire that you should have been paid for. Even if they volunteer, you, ScoMo, should be paying them for lost wages. They're losing wages. Why? To keep your sorry butt dry and cold instead of burnt and cooked like it should be. Wake up. If we had another election today, there would be no politicians. The whole lot would be out in their backsides where they belong. You are nothing but a pack of lying, thieving traitors, and now you're going to try and smooth it over with your lies about we're helping this. No, you're not. You're putting money into so-called local government that we said we didn't want. And no, it's not in the state constitutions lawfully. It was unlawfully put there by unlawful Labor Party politicians in 1979. Every single state put it into their constitutions, and you know it's unlawful. How can you, as a so-called honest Prime Minister, which you definitely are not, put money into these unlawful councils? It's not a state issue. The state constitution must comply with the Commonwealth one. 106 of the Constitution states that. Why won't you abide by it, ScoMo? Are you going to concoct some other lie? Another round of bulldust? Misleading, decepting? That's all you ever do. Come clean, tell the truth. Who are you serving? The people or the corporation registered in America? Who, ScoMo? Serve the people, create the money, give them the money for their houses. No loans, give it to them. It's our money. We are the Commonwealth. You are not. You're our employee. Our paid slaves. That's what an employee is. You will never rise above slave, ScoMo. You're a slave to a corporation now, and you'll be a slave all your life because you can't see past the end of your nose. You are too thick, and so is every sitting politician. If you think you get advice from advisors, and that advice is law, then you are nutcases. You've been told often enough, we have a constitution. There is no excuse for any politician in Western Australia, and for example, that you don't know we have a constitution, that you don't know your laws must comply with it, that you don't know you're serving the people. You do know. You're doing nothing. You're a traitor. Every single one of yous. I don't care if it gets up your nose. Good. Put a stick up both of your nostrils. Get it into your thick head. You are here to serve us. Look after us. Pass laws for the good governance of us, not over us, not giving everything to China or anyone else who wants to come here and beg, borrow and steal what's here. Not to our advantage. Where does all the money go? Where'd the money go for the sale of Landgate? Where'd it go? Oh, into compensation. Liar. You lying little shark-fested maggot from the Navy. You are lying to these people in this country. Lying to the people in this state. And ScoMo, you're lying over the whole of Australia. Wake up. I wonder if your wife and children know what a lying, filthy traitor you actually are. Read our Constitution. Our Constitution says you, ScoMo, are sitting in treason. It means you're a traitor. Doesn't matter what you want, you have not sworn the oath contained in our Constitution and complied with Section 42 of our Constitution. Till you do, doesn't matter what anyone says, who wants to criticise me, you, sir, are a lying, filthy traitor. Get it? That will not change until you admit it. Ask us to forgive you. I have no way. I forgive you for your criminal activity, but you're still going to pay the penalty, which means jail for life. Jail for life for overturning our Constitution. You understand that? Now, use the last bit of time you've got in our Parliament. Put into action ways that all these people get their houses rebuilt. You people, every political party is responsible for what happened. Every council calling itself a local government is responsible. All you councillors, all you politicians, all you smart aleck greenies, you have 27 lives and the blood of those lives on your hands until you're dealt with according to law. You deal with that, you sleep with that, you live with that. Because I hope your kids know that you people in every council in this country, every greenie in this country, all you environmental clowns, you have the blood of 27 people on your hands. Get the picture? We've had a guts full of your nonsense and now you're going to pay. Lawfully, that's how we're going to make you pay. And you will stand trial and you will suffer the consequences of your actions. So you have a very lovely day and a few short days that you get to remain where you are. We are dealing with you. Have a nice day.